Good day, everyone. Today we're looking at relations from section 1-6. And our learning target today is I can represent a relation as an ordered pair, a mapping, a table, and a graph. So again, we're looking at relations and we're realizing from our learning target that they can be represented in different ways. And we're going to show some of those ways, and we're going to be responsible for knowing how to do that. Some key terms we need to know. First, an ordered pair is a set of coordinates written in the form xy. X is going to be the horizontal component and y is going to be the vertical component of that ordered pair. And we'll do an example of this in a minute. And then a relation is just a set of ordered pairs. So if we know what an ordered pair is, we can quickly figure out what a relation is. It's just going to be a set of the ordered pairs. So now let's look at an example that will go through everything we need to know here. So the question says, please express these ordered pairs as a mapping, a table, and a graph. Okay, the ordered pairs, again, are these right here. We're looking at these. They have an x component and a y component. So each of these, this is one ordered pair, 3, 2. Another ordered pair is negative 5, 4. 2, 3 is 1, and 4, negative 2. So these are all ordered pairs. Now, we're going to represent these ordered pairs in a little bit different way. So first, let's look at a mapping. A mapping is just going to show how each element of the domain, and think of domain as these x values here, so 3, negative 5, 2, and 4, how they match up with the range. So let's go ahead and do this. Now we can list them in order from least to greatest. We can do it a lot of different ways. Let's just go ahead and do that. You can also just list them as you see them. Let's try doing it from least to greatest. So first for the domain or the x values, we're going to have then, let's see, we have a negative 5. Our next one would be a 2. Then we also have a 3 and a 4. And that's the domain side, or the x values. Then the y values that would correspond with that from the negative 5, we would have a 4. In fact, I'm going to change this, and I'll just go ahead and keep, there's a lot of ways you can do this. I'll just go ahead and keep consistent from the standpoint of I'll do the lowest domain and the lowest range values here first, and then go from lowest to highest as well. So here we would have then a negative 2. And we would have then after that would be a 2. And we would have a 3. And we would have a 4. And now let's see how these are paired up. So now the key thing is we have to draw lines between these. So the negative 5 is going to be paired with the 4. The 2 is paired with the 3 in the range. The 3 in the domain is paired with the 2. And the 4 in the domain is paired with the negative 2. So the key thing is when you list the domain and range, you just show how they are joined with each other. So you could certainly list it like this and then connect them. You could list them right across from each other and connect them, but you need to have the same relationship shown. So So if we're using this -5, remember that came from here, it's got to be paired with the +4, so that's why we connect them this way. If you're using this 2 from the domain, which corresponds with this, it needs to be paired with the 3, etc. Okay, then a table. Table is going to be pretty straightforward. We're just going to have a little XY chart or XY table. So we show these will be the values of X or the domain. These will be the values of Y or the range, and we just list them as we see them. And remember to keep the corresponding pairs together. So here we would have, if X is 3, the corresponding Y value is 2. If X is -5, corresponding Y value is 4. If X is 2, corresponding Y value is 3. And I'll just extend this down a little bit more, and if X is 4, right there, the corresponding Y value is -2. All of these show different ways of representing these various coordinate pairs. And again, remember, a coordinate pair, a set of coordinate pairs is a relation. So now we just need to graph these coordinate pairs. So if X is 3, Y is 2, it says. So we go over to X being 3, which is start at the origin and go 1, 2, 3. Then from here it says Y is 2, so we will go up 1, 2. That will be that point there. Then X -5, 4. Again, we start at the origin, first do our X value as always, and we go left, then -5, because that's the negative area, so we go left 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the Y part of that is 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's a point. Remember, each of these two values here correspond to one total point between them. So we've had all of these values, but we have only 2 points so far. Next one we have X equals 2, 1, 2, and Y equals 3, 1, 2, 3. And finally we have X equals 4, Y equals -2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Y equals -2. So that would be that point right about there. So now we have looked at these coordinate pairs, and these ordered pairs or coordinate pairs, and we've represented them as a mapping, as a table, and as a graph. So we've done all that we need to do on that. I just want you to understand that a relation can be represented in a lot of different ways, and they all mean the same thing exactly, just a different way of providing that information. Thanks very much for listening. Take care. We'll see you very soon. Have a great day.